Good evening. ECA Graduation Ceremony. This marks our 16th program completion ceremony and our 7th formal graduation ceremony. To our parents, guardians, and families, our honored guests, our faculty and staff, our district representatives, and of course our students, welcome. My name is Dr. Ellen Fisher, and I'm the principal of the Early College Alliance program at Eastern Michigan University. I'm going to start the evening with some introductions. ECA faculty and staff, please stand and be recognized. ECA Pi is our parent, guardian, and involvement organization and works tirelessly to support our program and our students. ECA Pi provides funding for this ceremony as well as practical and logistical support. Please stand and remain standing if you have been involved in ECA Pi as an executive board member, an at-large member. If you have volunteered your time, money, or donated goods to the ECA program, please stand and be recognized to our parents and guardians who have helped us. Thank you. This is the community that makes us strong, and we thank you. The ECA works in partnership with 10 different school districts under the unique Washington Educational Options Consortium. We couldn't do what we do without the support of our districts. This evening we are Jameson, the superintendent of Lincoln Consolidated Schools. Thank you. The relationship with Eastern Michigan University is also foundational to our work at the ECA. I would like to recognize any representatives present today who are associated with Eastern Michigan University. Knowing at least one, we will be honoring later. Any other EMU folks in the house today? Thank you. And a bit of chosen keeping. So we will have a lovely program, followed by a presentation of the graduates. A couple items. There is a men's room over here on the left in the hallway, through the doors back there. And a women's room on the right, over this way behind the doors. During the ceremony, we ask that you keep the aisle clear, especially if the graduates are moving to and from their seats. We will have a photographer at the front here near the stage, as well as over there in the back. And so it's especially important to keep those spaces clear so that our students can get their professional pictures taken efficiently. And after the ceremony, students will proceed out those front doors, and we will take a professional group picture across the street on the stairs. And families are welcome to get their own group picture if you want, but it will take a moment to set everything up because our professional photographers are going to make that happen. So just make sure that space is clear for that too. Now we are ready to begin our program, and I would like to begin by welcoming our first student speaker, Ms. Jada Radcliffe.
Okay. As I look across this room, I'm filled with nothing but gratitude. Gratitude for the people who reminded us of our strength and we seem to forget it. With unwavering support from parents, families, counselors, teachers, and friends, we were able to be here today. The day that we hoped, prayed, counted down, and made official for is finally here, and now we get to celebrate. Celebrate the fact that despite doubt, fear, loss, and any setback that may have transpired over the last 4 years, we persevered. And because of our perseverance, we have built the courage to tackle life's next journey, ready for any curveballs that might be in our future. Now, moving forward, we'll all go our separate ways, and these past 4 years will hopefully become a blip in our hopefully fruitful lives. But for tonight, we will celebrate because we earned it. And I'm not just addressing the class, I want our village, the people who poured their time, prayers, and love into ushering us into this moment. Please know you earned tonight's celebration soon. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jada Grantham, and I cannot be more honored to represent the beautiful and well-accomplished graduates that you see here today. Class, we entered ECA not knowing what to expect. We would go to Mr. Priest's history class and we greeted with a new R&B or pop song every single day. Or we walk into Mr. Meadows' class and we'd be ready to dive into the science behind trees, all while he was barefoot. And how can I forget math or applied studies as we call it, where for some reason you never really know the type of math we were. Like, was it trig, was it geometry, we never really know. All we know is that calculators were forbidden. It was moments like these where I realized this is not going to be our typical high school experience. However, I don't take for granted all the weird or challenging moments because it led us here. Although it took us years to get to this moment and we couldn't see then, I believe that there is beauty in the journey. Between every tear and patient sigh, there was purpose. These past 4 years taught us the power in waiting. For so long, we had everything planned out. We knew we had to be here in class at 8:50 a.m. We knew we had to have our homework and maintain good soft skills. We knew we had to go to office hours in order to understand what was going on in class. It was predictable. It was structured. It was humility. Then as we advanced in college classes, we were given a little bit of leniency. With leniency came freedom, with freedom came possibility, and with possibility came uncertainty. And over the past year, as we were starting to transition into the next phase of our life, we were tasked with tackling that uncertainty and making a plan for our future. And while every year stretched us, personally, the uncertainty tried to form a big rain cloud over my senior year. There was so much unknown, and for someone who needs every single detail of her life laid out, that did not work out well for me at all. Special shout out to anyone who accompanied me through my many mental breakdowns this year. It seemed as if I would look to my peers and my friends and see them getting acceptances and full rides to degree schools, and while I was gladly proudly cheered for one, I could not help but feel stagnant. A deep wave of sadness was voiced in the air because it seemed I was met with deferments, rejections, and waitlists. I was told to trust God. And I do, but let me tell you, it's easy to trust God when you know the plan. It becomes a little more difficult when you're in the midst, and when you're in the middle of silence, still trying to grasp onto the hope that something good is still coming. I have to reframe my definition of trust, because for me, trust didn't look like acting as if everything was perfectly fine. Trust to me was being honest to myself and God that if she spoke the future well. And one of those anxious moments, a very special person shared me the idea of the waiting room. She explained to me that the waiting room is a very scary place. We all go through these questions in our head. Will the need be met? Will I get the gift I'm preparing for? Will the seeds that I sown reap the harvest of my heart's desire? She explained to me that there was a wait in the wait. There was wait, W-E-I-G-T, and the wait, W-A-I-T. There were so many times where I thought my work was done in vain, but see, I was mistaken. I've forgotten that a delay is not a denial. I've forgotten that there is a necessary pause, a silence, a stillness between planting a seed and seeing the harvest. Just because I didn't see flowers doesn't mean the roots weren't growing. There was wait in the wait. And while this may have been my experience, for all of us have found ourselves in the waiting rooms at one point in our life. Class has been in the waiting rooms for the past 4 years of our life. All the late night study sessions, early morning office hour visits, and countless library hours from out of vain. We stand here today representing unfulfilled promise. And so I want to take this time to thank Jesus, because without him I would not be standing here today. It's my personal village. I want to thank you. It is not without your sacrifice that I am able to stand here today. To my mom and my dad, thank you for always believing in me. Dad, thank you for being so understanding of all the hours we have to make in school parking lots night to talk to the teachers. Not many days have been gone without your sacrifice. And to my mommy, the love and kindness that invites me that I inherited from you is the reason I can bold again waiting for the action. Thank you for continuously reminding me of my worth, no matter how many times I seem to forget. Once again, congratulations, class of 2025. I want you to go forward proud of yourself. This is no small accomplishment. Remember to give yourself grace and continue to dream big. Anxiousness will come, but never, and I do mean ever allow that to stop you from working towards your goals. Because yes, the weight is heavy, but the promise is even greater. Thank you. Alright guys, for that. Now we have Mr. David coming up to speak for you today. Well, hi all, welcome. I'm Savannah Dumont, and I'm here to present the Champions of Success Award to EMU Professor of Math, John Patrick. We're recognizing Professor Patrick for having engaging lectures and inspiring our ECA students to think outside the box. We appreciate all your hard work and support of the ECA program and its students. Unfortunately, Professor Patrick could not be here today, so I will be accepting this award on his behalf. Thank you, and please welcome to the stage Noir Rosen. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Noor Osman and I'm here to present the Champions of Success Award to the EMU Department of Public Safety. We are recognizing the EMU Department of Public Safety for their outstanding assistance to the ECA staff, students, and parents with regard to community safety, outreach, and engagement. We'd like to thank all staff members in the EMU Department of Public Safety for their continued support. And here to accept this award is Chief Matthew Leach. Please welcome to the stage, Ben Tran.
All right, I got a little bit for the picture soon. All right, thank you, Laura, for that intro. For those who don't know me, my name's Ben. I've been in the ECA for quite a while now. I'm a musician, aspiring engineer, and I'm really good at painting. Yeah. Now, for those who do know me, please be quiet. Please don't let anyone know. So, to be honest, it's an incredible honor to stand here today. To be honest, it still doesn't feel real. After all the late night study sessions, the early morning alarms, and the endless countdowns to this day, it's why I'm here. We made it, y'all. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. As I look into the sea of faces that are right in front of me, I see success, perseverance, and of course, lifelong friends. While most high schoolers were just figuring out where the locker was, we ECA students were on these really complex 5+4 buildings, trying to see, where our classrooms were. We learned how to blend in with college students, they're a bit older than us, and, we learned how to run across campus through the hard snow, how to survive on campus with enemy students as well, and how to sign our red coats sneakily, or not. Now, ECA felt like both a sprint and a marathon. We entered as these annoying wide-eyed freshmen, learning how to talk to people again after the pandemic, having our masks on still mandated. And although we were scared of the huge campus, we still survived. And we came through standing here right now, or sitting down, as graduates with multiple university credits and opportunities that no one else would have. Now, however, we didn't get here alone. So our teachers and ECA staff, you people. We thank you. We thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and your relentless belief for us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. To the people in our households, you people, thank you for being our lifeline when we needed it. Thank you for cheering us on and putting up with our annoyance and being our safety net. To our friends and fellow classmates, thank you. Thank you for the inside jokes, the group chats, the last minute essay help, and the members who will carry on forever. And although we never thought this day would come, we prayed for its quick delivery, crossed days off our calendars, and we're here right now. And I'm sorry it is, because it means we will leave all this behind us. Now, before I'll go, I'll leave everyone off with a quote from one of the best OG Disney Channel shows, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yep. All right, quote starts here. As we move forward, no matter where we end up, far from the country, or right across the street, get it? Just like, okay, yeah. The bonds we form here will always share. So the class of 2025, congratulations. Be proud of what you've done, and be hopeful of what's ahead. Keep showing, and never underestimate us. Now I'll introduce the head of WEOC, or former head of WEOC, Mr. David Cook.
Welcome, families and friends. Dear graduates, 1 year after I retired as the executive director of ECA and left the ECA, your program, and I do just have to say that my favorite school of anyone I've ever founded, been affiliated with, or worked with in my life. I have a great honor of returning and introducing your commencement speaker, one of my favorite people in the world, and my former student, the mayor of the city of Ypsilanti, Nicole Brown. I met Nicole when she was 15 years old. Like all new students, she had plenty of learning and growing to do. But there was one thing she came with naturally, an incredible drive to engage in the process. Clever, confident, and self-aware from the moment I met her. She understood self-advocacy, communication, and community. During her time at Washington Technical Middle College, where I was an EP/principal, Nicole would frequent my office, and we would chat about school, life, and everything in between. She had a keen metacognitive awareness of her own learning. And I quickly realized that she was on a trajectory of greatness. She just didn't know herself at that time. In November of 2022, Nicole made history, becoming the youngest and first elected Black female mayor of Ypsilanti. And on this graduation night in particular, I remember attending her graduation party. As the head of the school, you are inundated with graduation invitations. And every year, I would only pick few parties to attend. But deciding to attend Nicole's 20 years ago was a no-brainer. Nicole and I never lost touch after that, and our friendship only continues to grow. And in the decades between that graduation and this one, she moved from being a student at WTC to being elected onto the Ypsilanti City Council 8 years later. Think about that, 8 years after high school, where she served as both mayor pro tem for 2 years to now be the mayor. In the process, she received an MA in social work and an honorary doctorate from Eastern Michigan University. And she has become one of our community's strongest advocates for the most vulnerable in our community at a time when this matters most. At both the local and state levels, Nicole fights for issues from affordable housing to increasing the robustness of mental health resources, especially for young people, all informed by her training as a social worker and licensed therapist. And it is in these ways that Nicole embodies the principles of the ECA. The idea that our systems, be they cities or schools, need the compassion, the flexibility, and the courage to benefit everyone, not just the few. Nicole does not accept the things she cannot change. In the words of Angela Davis, she changes the things she cannot accept, with inequity being the most important. So Nicole, on this special night with your mother, Valerie, sitting in the audience with my wife, a life circle closes for me. You, once my student, now speak of my stepson, yours, Suraj, graduation. Yours, who is very much quiet, steady, undramatic, compassionate, and always rising, joins his classmates tonight, stepping into the future by way of ECA. So tonight, my past and present are shaking hands. Thank you, Nicole, my buddy and dear friend, for making this a special night for us and our community. Family and friends, and ECA graduates, let's welcome to the stage the Mayor of Richland, Michigan, Nicole Love.
This is so nice to you. Good evening, everyone. I'm just so honored to be here with all of you. I'm nervous too, because I know the things that I'm about to say will last. You'll think about them later. This is a really big day, so bear with me. I just don't feel emotional too. So, it is such a joy to be here with you all today. Students, families, faculty, staff, and proud members of the Early College Alliance class of 2025. Thank you for letting me share this incredible milestone with you. Congratulations. Before I begin, though, I gotta pause and do some math. I heard the governor say that he's known for 20 years, and I want to be clear, that would make me 40. And I am not. So you're making yourself a little bit angry. But I have known him for almost my career. My former dean principal from Washington Technical College. And I'll assure you, this long-standing relationship is not over, and I'll just leave it at that. Still, he is not wrong that our connection goes way back. I'm a proud graduate of WCT. Again, another early college program here in Washington County, which, like ECA, is one of the programs that dares students to do more, to push harder, and to reach farther. And believe me, it dares a lot. Like you, I walked that unique and sometimes strange path, straddling high school and college, managing 4 souls that made me question my life choices, and trying to do what I knew I was doing, even when I very much did not. I know what it feels like to be 16 years old, sitting in a college class, looking around thinking, wait, am I allowed to be here? Spoiler alert, you were, and you are. You earned your seat at the table and then some. I remember the first time I realized that college professors don't care that you're just in high school. They hand you the syllabus, they give you the look, and you either rise to the challenge or you don't. And we rose, and you've risen. You've done something that most people wouldn't even attempt. You've lived in that tension between high expectations and growing confidence. And today, you're standing on the other side. And that brings me right back together. He had a way of pushing us while also protecting our smart. This uncanny ability to make you feel both incredibly empowered, but mindful of not being your potential. If you were slacking off, he wouldn't tell you. He wouldn't yell. He just asked me one question, like, so what's your plan? And suddenly, you're 17 years old, questioning your life choices and moving retirement savings packages and strategies. He was both steady and relentless, He believed in our potential so deeply that we had no choice but to believe in it too. I know that our educators at ECA have done the same for you. You've had champions in your corner, mentors, teachers, and advisors who encouraged you through late nights, hard classes, and probably at least one existential crisis during finals week. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course, I'm going to give a special shout out to yours, Mr. Durga Stepson. If you've met him, you already know. He has a rare mix of humor, thoughtfulness, and his beautiful, calm confidence. He's one of those people who is completely comfortable in the world, but somehow never tries to make a little more ground. Yours, thank you for reminding all of us how powerful it is to lead with quiet integrity and genuine care for others. It's the kind of leadership that doesn't show up with a spotlight, but instead with presence, with listening, and with follow-through. And if you're indulge me for one more moment, I want to share a quick, short personal story. So when I first started WTMC, I didn't really know where I fit. I bounced around friend groups, spent a few hours a day, maybe playing spades in a small room that I probably should have been in. Deciding I was going to go to class, those are things that I had to figure out, how do I balance this newfound ability to make choice or decisions for myself without someone making me go. I felt like I was in between worlds, too young for college, too ambitious for traditional high school. And then one day, after totally bombing a quiz in a college course, I found myself in the campus bathroom, staring into the mirror and saying to myself, this is fun, everything is fine. And it very much makes sense. But something shifted that particular week. A professor, who eventually became my pastor, pulled me aside and said, I see how hard you're trying. Let's work through it together. That small moment of grace, of someone recognizing my effort, not just my performance, stuck with me. It was a reminder that effort matters. And from that point on, I stopped trying to prove I belonged and started showing something I already did. And I see the same spirit in all of you. You've had moments of doubt, frustration, maybe full on, I can't do this meltdowns, and yet here you are. You are not average. You are not ordinary. You've grown into yourselves, and you are pioneers. You lived in this in-between space, not quite traditional high school, not quite full-time college, and you made it your own. And let's be honest, early college students are special breed. You were writing 5-paragraph essays in one class and dissecting peer-reviewed journal articles in another. You learned to navigate office hours, citation formats, group projects, soft skills, and that one classmate who never carries their weight, who cares, but there was going to be, I'm sure. You sat in rooms where you were the youngest and still held your own, and still you made it. So let me offer 4 quick thoughts from someone who's walked this through the path and lived to tell a tale. First, don't shrink to fit into spaces you've already outgrown. You've already proven you can rise above expectations. So when the world tells you to quiet down, stay in line, or be realistic, don't. You've already proven that you don't do things the conventional way. Lean into that. The world is changing fast, and we don't need more people who follow the crowd. We need people who are willing to ask, is this the right crowd? Own your quirks, their ultimate superpowers. Be bold, be visionary, be exactly who you are, even when it's uncomfortable. Second, you are never too young or too new to lead. I've had people tell me I was too young for politics, too inexperienced for office, too bold with ideas. And here I am. If you wait for permission to lead, you'll be waiting forever. Experience is great, but courage gets you started. Don't underestimate the value of your first perspective. And third, to stay on leadership, it doesn't always look like a title. It looks like service. Being the loudest in the room does not make you the most impactful. My mother taught me that. Sometimes it's about asking good questions, showing up when no one's watching, creating space for others. Leadership means staying in a room when things get uncomfortable It means accountability, humility, and courage. And fourth, stay connected to your roots, but don't let them be your ceiling. If Savannah is a city that raised me, it taught me, and it continues to humble me. I love the city fiercely, and I want you to know, whether you're from Ypsilanti or just passing through it on your journey, this city is proud of all of you. We celebrate your hustle, your resilience, and your joy. And we're counting on you to take what we've learned and build something better, whether that's here or wherever life leads you next. We need you. We need you now more than ever. We need you. We need your brilliance, your creativity, your commitment to justice. I'm gonna pause on that word. Your commitment to justice and community and innovation. We need your leadership, not someday, but starting today. So, class of 2025, this is not just a diploma. It's a launch pad. And you are more than ready. You did something remarkable. So you celebrate tonight, but tomorrow, you be bold, you be compassionate, you be a little weird, you be loud as the most password, be the person someone else looks at and says, if they can do it, maybe I can too. Take the risk, send the application, pitch the idea, make the call, ask the question, build a thing, write the poem, run for office. And please, don't forget to get some rest, because we need you well. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations to your families and the entire ECA community. I am so proud of you. Not just as your mayor, but as someone who knows exactly how hard you've worked to get to this day. So you go out there and you make some noise, you get in good trouble, and if you happen to make a little chaos along the way, it's okay. Just make sure it's the kind that changes the world for the better. Thank you, and again, congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mayor Brown. That was wonderful. Graduates, I am so proud of all of you. You are amazing. You all know that one of the ECA values is individualized pathways. And it's been an honor and a great joy to watch each of you walk your own unique pathway through this program. At this moment, some of you are finishing our program at the end of your 12th grade year. Many are finishing your 13th year or intend to do so in the scholarship year. You started with academy, 9th graders, 10th graders, or 11th graders, embarking on an educational journey that, as our mayor said, not many high schoolers undertake. You developed college-ready skills in the ECA classes, earned those credentials, and by now have collectively taken thousands of college credits at BMU. You started clubs and participated in them, helping to pull this community together, especially as we all readjusted to life after COVID. I know you, and I know that you struggle sometimes too. Many of you have been through a lot in these last few years that have been incredible odds to reach this moment. I want to thank you all for trusting this program and believing in yourselves enough to undertake this journey. It is a different and challenging pathway requiring courage, tenacity, and independence, and some faith. Thank you for the many ways that you have shaped the ECA by your voices, experiences, struggles, and successes. We are better because you did. And now you are ready to launch into the next phase. This is a milestone, but it is not the end. You, our 2025 completers, have earned over 5,400 EAU credits, leveraging over $3.2 million in tuition and books in the course of your time here collectively. As of now, the cumulative mean GPA here at Eastern Michigan University is 3.35, and you earned grades of C or better in 91% of your classes this year. You are also well positioned to finish those bachelor's degrees with 3,623,207 $623,207 in scholarship money awarded to the only 64 of you who reported scholarships. That is a lot of scholarship money to feed that next phase of your journey. So on behalf of the ECA program, faculty, and staff, congratulations on meeting this milestone. I am indescribably proud of all of you. You have come a long way through your time at ECA. Congrats, class of 2025. I would like to next invite the Executive Director of the Washington Educational Options Consortium to the podium for the acceptance of the graduates. Please welcome Ms. Minette Fuzala.
It's amazing to sit there and listen to all of the accomplishments you guys have made through your time at the ECA. And I want to thank those of you that I've met and the rest of you as well, families. But I particularly want to take another minute to thank the faculty that managed to sit in on some of the core advising meetings that you guys have spent many hours in over your time here, and the commitment of the staff here, and the relationships that we've developed between staff and students and amongst all of you is something special to see. It's been really, really a pleasure to get to know the program over this year in my first year in school. I won't talk too long. I just want to share my congratulations with all of you. I'm very excited to hear all about the next phase you'll be doing in your lives. And I've got your number. I'm looking at all of you. It goes from the right to the left. You can take this moment to move your tasks over, and I would like to share my congratulations and happily accept on behalf of all of our participating Washington County districts the graduates of the College Alliance class of 2025.
Thank you. Our core advisors are very important, as Heather said, in our students' pathways in the ECA. They started to get to know all of you before you even started the program, and have been guiding, advising, coaching, prodding, hoping, praying, and cheering them on the way up until this point. The graduates will come forward with their core advisors calling their name. Their way to the their core advisors will be calling their names and saying a little something about each one of the students. And we will be proceeding in alphabetical order. By core also in alphabetical order. I'm going to make another announcement as they're moving to the stairs. We had two core advisors that were unable to be here today. Ms. Berkey's core will be read by Ms. Bishop. She's ill, and he has a family emergency, and her core will be read by Ms. Benson. We will start with Ms. Monica's core.
Are you Lisa? We have a bachelor of science in mechanical engineering at BME. Steffi Carbona Palacio. She will be preparing also excited to nursing. Thank you. Gracias a Dios y a mis padres lo logré. Ivana Ayala. Bachelor's degree en Diplomacy. Gracias a Dios y a los sacrificios de mi madre lo logré. Welcome Pater. He will be here for the committee and then we will come to MSU to study mechanical engineering. Deborah Serena Gomez. Deborah is also going to stay with the committee. It's open options and spend time with family. Sheila Marina Jordan. Superintendent and Business for Supply and Services Management.
You good?
Eileen Vargas. She will be studying for another year at ECA and then become a nurse. Gracias a Dios, su padre y su hermano por su apoyo y sacrificio. Esto es para ustedes.
Then going to college to study finance. Then, so this is what going on. These students going to Kettering University to study chemical engineering, at least to keep straight A's there, and he wants to take these supporters. Yes, how was the? There's like a standard in the flight, aviation flight technology major, so he's gonna be flying around with the different. Congratulations. Last but not least, Atlas Nielsen. So Atlas will be going to, do a path in order to file, engineering. And congratulations.
Sarah Abundir. Sarah will be pursuing a bachelor's in electrical engineering. Congratulations. Mariam Sal. She will be attending the University of Mobile, Alabama, majoring in nursing. Well, I'm supposed to introduce Miss Berkey, but I missed Berkey, so I'm not going to introduce her.
Congratulations.
So Sophia Bucket will be attending health. Hendrik Jones. He will be considering at ENU pursuing a degree in chemistry.
Congratulations.
Tatiana LeBron. Will continue at ENU to pursue a degree in, oh my gosh, cytogenetics. All right, with a minor in biology. Yours, Surratt. Will be going to that. He major aspiring field researcher. Thanks to my family for getting me here and Ms. Berkey for putting up with me. All right, Yasmin, it's not here. He went to the University of Rochester to major in finance.
Round of applause. Here the announcement. So, Mr. Griffin. Sorry, next up is Dr. Fisher. Do what I'm doing. Do a picture. I'm doing a picture. She's gonna be right.
First student is Kylie Baker. I would like to thank their sister for always standing by their side, and especially her mom for guiding and supporting her through education and life. This is your help, and then my teachers are advisor that I am here to graduate today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's possible. I have to. Next is Janine Brady. Pursuing nursing and CRNA in healthcare, and we'd like to say thank you to her mother and sister who were big supporters throughout the journey. She could not have done it without you. Next is Jenna Brady, who went in bachelor's degree in real estate as well, and is thankful for her mom and sister. Reverend Dumas is next. To attend either WMU or Wayne State University of Elementary Education, and would like to thank her family and for advising. Next is Victor. Victor will be continuing HVAC program with WMU, and would like to thank his mom. Don Hay, who will be taking a gap year for 26 academic year, then pursuing biochemistry as a pre-med student. Star wants to thank mom and for advisors that they've had. Melissa Kahari will be pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing at EMU with the goal of becoming a pediatric nurse. So about Mombasa. So continuing to Michigan University to pursue arts and animation, maybe minor in scientific research or mechanical engineering. Bring Pitt will be continuing her studies at EMU in clinical laboratory sciences. A big thank you to her parents, Mr. Holtzman and Dr. Fisher. Alaska Vasquez will be continuing Oral psychology degree. Supervisor is Mr. Griffin.
First up is Rebecca Moss-Wavy. Rebecca will be attending PMU. Rebecca will be attending PMU or another school to learn 3D animation and storytelling. Next we have Tabitha Thompson. Tabitha will be attending Louisiana State University this fall, majoring in biological sciences. Next up is Mr. Folsky. First up is Anna Adini. Congratulations. She will be staying here at the ANU with a full ride scholarship. We want to thank her family, friends, and core advisors. Jasmine Chacon Vega. Will be also staying at the ANU next year, and she will be in a program for occupational therapy. She wants to thank her parents, siblings, and friends. Lakaya Jackson. She'll be pursuing her bachelor's degree here at Eastern, and she wants to give a big thanks to her core advisor, to her mom, and to her late father. Miwara Usman. She'll be attending Indiana University in Bloomington, getting her BA in political science on the course for a law degree. She would like to thank her parents, her core advisor, and of course, her aunt and uncle who pushed her to be as strong as she is. Mr. Kenny is next. Natalia Chavez.
She will be here in mechanical engineering and minor in French at MIT. Donnie Davis. Donnie will be attending MSU for neuroscience.
Thank you, Mr. Kenny, and to my mom as well.
Okay. Gina Greta. She'll be attending the University of Michigan to study public health with a minor in psychology.
My dad, thank you, my mom, my dad, that thank you so much.
Logan Henson. Logan will be continuing studying here at Eastern Michigan University. Audrey LaChance. Audrey will be majoring in sport management at Eastern Michigan University. Shalane Miller-Reed. She'll be studying at Eastern Michigan University for medical laboratory science pre-med track. Diane Ruiz. He's gonna finish his bachelor's degree in history at UNC. Miss Michelle.
All right, this is Kylie Found. Being a years to finish her bachelor's degree, majoring in criminology, and she would like to thank her moms for getting her here and always supporting her. Please, Brent. Education as a lifelong learner, and I'd like to thank his family for supporting him. Next. Bishop Russell. Bishop will be attending Grand Valley State University to run track and majoring in cybersecurity. We would like to thank his family for always supporting him. And last but not least, Tanner Shadley. Tanner will be attending the University of Michigan to study computer science, and he would like to thank his family for always supporting him. Next is Ms. Bunsen.
Ava, Ava will be studying at AU studying biology for pre-vet, the pre-vet track. Congratulations. In Boston for music production and engineering. Shout out to Mitty. Diana Jaman, from United States. Maya Delaney. College and sociology. Julia Flores. Going to the University of Michigan for global arts, culture, and politics.
Since you pass. Good.
Holly Campbell. We're attending Wayne State for comprehensive science, minor in dance, and urban sustainability. Holly wants to thank the parents, best friend, and people always be on her side. Avery Kelly. Is doing an exchange here to Italy through Rotary Youth Exchange. Tulum Martinez. He's traveling to the Institute of Arts and then be majoring in archaeology and art history at UFM. Congratulations. Kimberly Lynn. Degree in nursing at Shreya Rashtra will be pursuing nursing at Ellen Barnowski. Who majored in health science, politics, graduation. This is for everyone.
Jake Cherry. Jake is a cellular and molecular biology major and the pre-med track. It's Jake. Alex Cooper. Alex is paying for his scholarship here. He intends to study in athletic training and aviation. Zane Haddad. Zane is going to continue his education in EMA, biology, and chemistry, and he's going to be a great dentist. Tatiana Hines. Tatiana plans on going to MSU City Marketing, Entrepreneurship, co-creating. Sahara Sanders. She would like to thank Mr. Priest, her Nana, and her mom and dad for looking after her. She's not mine, I just own that. Megan Roth. Megan is going to go to Madonna University to major in sports management and sports journalism while also playing soccer there. Medina Lagayan. Medina is going to take her scholarship there to Penn State and complete her teaching degree at Eastern. Congrats. All right, next up is Mr. Shapiro. Oh, this video is going to be right next to her.
Right, good evening. First up, Cedar Du Russell. Cedar will be utilizing ECA Academic Scholarship for pursuing a path in history and education. Gabriella Cameron. Gabby is your level 15th year to continue this degree continuing on her education to make her complete. Daria Johnson. Sam Mama. Sam is continuing with EMU.
Congratulations.
Alyssa Watson. Alyssa will be continuing with her scholarship field at the university. Blake Boudet. Michaela Squire. Michaela will be attending Wayne State as a public affairs. Then Tran. Then will be attending Then would like to do his annual ECA Graduation.
Chloe Abby. Will be attending Lawrence Technical University studying mechanical engineering and playing soccer. Izzy Beatty. Will attend Grand Valley State University to major in biochemistry. Antona Gitayu. Plans to stay at Eastern Michigan University to study dentistry. Ava Gossens. Will attend Saginaw Valley State University to major in nursing. Jeremy Harper. Plans to stay here for a scholarship year and then to study for a career in law. Solana Hurst. Plans to attend Wayne State University to study mortuary science. Next up is Mr. Tom Lewis. First up, happy graduating. Finish to stay at AG this undergrad and pursue a PhD in chemistry. Thank you, Mr. Planning, for the. That's the video. Board station. We'll plan on attending JC, the SU continuous football journey, and then we'll be majoring in exercise science. Ladies, Maybe on your scholarship here or engaging administration. Yeah, those. Not just doing this part.
First up is Abdullahi Abdi. Abdullahi wants to get a bachelor's degree in geology and engineering. He wants to thank his parents, ECA teachers, especially his for and Dr. Fisher. Next is Median Abdi. Median wants to major in biomedical sciences, and on the BF track. Next is Salma Al-Rajib. Salma will be attending the University of Michigan in a major in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. Next is Sydney Gibb. Sydney is at National Community College to pursue an associate in applied science degree in radiology. Next is Max Martin. Max will be going to Eastern to pursue degree in biology. Next is Rebecca Miney. Rebecca will be continuing her bachelor's degree in psychology at PNU.
Still alive.
And next is Nani Nama. Nani Nama is working for the Ministry of Environmental Engineering. Next is Ms. Wallace.
All right. Last but not least, Tessa Bates. Tessa is from the Wayne State, majoring in biology with a pre-med. Mikhail Cooper. Mikhail is going to Michigan State University, majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology. Delaney Garrett. Delaney is also attended Michigan State University, majoring in psychology. Next up, Levi Granby. Levi will attend CMU, pursuing a double BA in theater arts and entertainment design and technology, hoping for a good career. Hello, Hashimura. Planning to get a bachelor's in physics and a PhD in medical physics to work as a clinical physicist. Judah Hagan. Judah is staying for his college degree, then going to school for occupational therapy. Maddie Lowe. Maddie is taking a semester abroad, a semester at Eastern, and transferring to New York. And finally, Mila McCauley. Mila will continue to make a career at Eastern, thanks to the ECA staff, family, and friends.
Congratulations.
All right, one more round of applause for all of them. We have a couple of honors that we'd like to mention now. We start with our ECA High Scholarship Awards presented by Bob Ferris, who is our ECA High President for next year.
Good evening, and I just want to congratulate everybody on an amazing, wonderful graduation. You've done a great job. It's just tremendous. At ECA High, it's very involvement, and each year we have scholarships that are awarded. This year we're having 2 scholarships, and we owe a lot of the reason that we can do scholarships to the parents and guardians of all students. Through their support, their help, we have the ability to offer these scholarships to the students. And now, without any further ado, I want to announce our scholarship winners for 2025. The first one is Ava Gatsas. The second winner is Michaela Squirewell.
Come on up. We appreciate you. I would also like to recognize our presidential scholars. This year, well, I'll tell you first, the EMU Presidential Scholarship is a highly competitive full ride scholarship. Includes tuition, room, and board. And this year, 3 of our students have been selected for this highly prestigious scholarship. Anna Adini, Audrey Dragon, and Tarun Giri. Please stand. I'm now going to turn the podium over to Mr. Manning Cooper.
All right, we're almost. Thanks, and,
Yeah, no problem.
okay. Good evening. We're almost done. Some housekeeping things, at the conclusion of my piece. The students will exit out of the auditorium so they can make their way out across the street to set up for the picture. During that time, parents and family residents should stay in the auditorium until they all have exited so we can get them assembled. And then once they're out, you can make your way out into the front piece, but don't cross the street. So for taking pictures, we're not blocking the traffic. Students stand up. Almost done. You're good. One of the first, you had a good dress rehearsal, so now we're gonna do a reset, and so, you can flip your dress up. And now we're gonna do it for real dress up. Okay. Here's what we're doing, so this is awesome. Okay, right now, y'all paying attention, so back on your problems, we're having a conversation. So, students, what do you make? It's been an incredible journey of many challenges and successes, wins and fails along the way. You learn to adapt, adjust, correct, continue and pivot as needed to meet your goals. You persevere. Now you move on to the world without click assignments. All right. 4 meetings. And your favorite red cards. You laughed, you cried, which may or may not have been the reason or been the fault of your advisor, or your bad feeling. But you survived. But most importantly, you've learned. You've learned about yourself, and we've all learned about you. Always remember the family members and friends seated behind you. They will always have your back and help you as you continue on and have helped you get to this point. Take a second, turn around and acknowledge and thank those folks that they have done to help you get to this point. Parents, take the word. Give it a smile. Those up here on stage have been guiding the past 2 years from your initial core intake meetings and your first year in your classes and everything in between. Know that as you exit this auditorium, you will no longer be the ones in front of you guiding, but join the crowd of people now behind you, pushing and supporting you as you continue to move forward to wherever you choose to go from here. On behalf of the entire ECA community, thank you for the memories. It has been our honor and our privilege to work with you these past few years. Now, with that being said, for the power of us in the league, I now announce you graduates of the Early College Alliance at Eastern Michigan University, and you may switch your attendance. Family and friends, present to you the GCA concluding class of 2025. Graduates of the